Graph was something that I was interested in when I was like 11, just because seeing someone do the repetitive writing over and over again tripped me out. And when I saw him do it and I remembered seeing it in other places, I was like, oh shit, I know what this is. And I was just really interested in it. I don't know why. And then the art part of it, you know, just got me because I liked art. Lettering and all those is needed, whether it's for graffiti and for tattooing, you need lettering. And so they all go hand in hand. And then I guess just pushing lettering came kind of natural, adding art to letters. It was important in all those just because lettering is important within certain, you know, in all the elements of my favorite pieces of art or favorite things of art. But if I had to put stuff in order, typography definitely wouldn't be something that I would say, I love doing my typography or I love doing lettering. I'm good at it, but as I grew as an artist, I realized if you want to be a certain, like find one and push it, you know? The jack of all trades, master of none type bullshit, you know? Like I was good at lettering, I'm okay at tattooing, you know? I'm okay at, you know, but what I feel I'm really good at illustrations and not really just being characters and, you know, stuff like that, but creating content within a piece, and it's not really necessarily a painting or you know, it could be fast with inks. And if you can hit people with patterns, their eyes will be, you know, they register to that, especially color patterns and stuff. And then, you know, the movement is always something people enjoy. And I feel like movement blended in with like subtle, abrupt stopping. I don't know. Just for, it's almost for right now too, because with my illustrations, but also I feel it's like poster setups where you can have good lettering, an energetic, action scene, like a book cover, you know what I mean? How it gives you, it appeals to so many different things, from the letter styling to the painting on the front to also the energy behind the painting on the front. I feel like with the Pillhead character, I came from like a weird life of that. My parents were fucked up and I always thought that was kind of normal. It was weird, but I feel when I dug into that and started playing with this world for like the last 2 years, it's almost been self-healing for me. And it's been dope because I'm hitting people and like I can tell that they're appreciating the art because it's like real. It's something that like I'm throwing jokes about it and I'm doing certain things with it, but I was one, so it matches. Like I know what punchlines to hit. I don't know if that makes sense to you, but I feel like so with art, I feel like when people find that spot in them and they release that, whether it's depressing, whether it's sad, whether it's beautiful and energetic, whether it's fucking ocean scenery, I don't know. But like, I feel like that's probably some of their best work and some of the best times they're having. I feel like plateauing is too big of a word, but you know, trying to find new stuff and new content to try to stay alive within, that's very hard, I feel. Especially right now, I feel like art is fucking boom, 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 boom. And because of social media, like, and everything, I think a lot of people that might not have been recognized years ago now can easily be recognized and found and start a career. I'm doing these kids called the Latchkey Kids, and they're gonna be a bunch of these weird kids that are like, where their parents are all like fucked up drug addicts or fucked up just people, you know what I mean? And they're trying to cope with it. And their ways of coping with it is real fucking like imaginative. Like it's gonna be cool. Like one of the scenes, I'll just say, like one of the like weird ways I'm a real is like having let's say you have the father, you know, passed out on his little, you know, heroin binge, whatever, and the kids kind of get dressed up and in their mind to make sense of the situation, pretend like he's a monster, and they you know, tie him up and he comes out of the nod every now and then, and they tie him up with shoelaces and they do whatever they do for the last 3 hours to keep themselves sane, you know, but the way they see the story, they're battling a monster, and you illustrate it like that, like this vicious monster, and they're getting him and their little weapons they have, you know, but really they're just coping with the reality in front of them, you know, and the dad could wake up out of the nod covered in shoelaces, like, what the fuck just happened, you know what I mean? And the kids like you know, are next to him and he's yelling at them about some shit, but they basically cope with the situation you left them in. They're fucking kids, you know? But that's just like one little weird angle. I want to hit all these like weird little angles on that. My wife always wants to come around because she just wants to, you know, that's the way girls are. And my son, though, it was hard to bring him around because some of the events are so loud, or some of the people are there could be iffy, and sometimes shit happens, you know, and Yeah, but lately I've been bringing him to a lot of events, and like there's this thing called Secret Walls, and they do these art battles where when you come out to do art, they fucking have like you're a wrestler, like smoke machine and all this bullshit. And I did it because I knew he would want to see that shit, you know what I mean? And I did it, and he loved it. And he was like, "Dad, I saw you fucking da da da." So those things I feel are super exciting to a kid. I mean, imagine being his age and someone brings you to do something like this. Like you're gonna have it. He's gonna go back and tell his friends all the fun. I mean, yeah. So. But yeah, it's cool. It keeps me grounded too. I've smoked bud like my whole life, so I've always, since I was like 9, 10, my cousin smoked it with me. I probably didn't smoke weed like heavily until I was like junior high, high school, you know? And then from then on, you know, I was always considered like a stoner dude. I didn't do the other ones until later on. Then I got the pills and all that bullshit, but yeah, weed it's always been played a part. I love getting high and drawing. It puts you in a world, you know? You get high, right? You get your drawing ready, everything's done, and all you gotta do is ink it, and you just get high as fuck, and you can ink for 3-4 hours, and it goes by. You know, it helps you put you in that little mood. People use alcohol, people use, you know, I just use weed because, right, you know, now more because it's safe. I can't lie, drugs play a big role in my art. I sometimes am scared that like I don't know like if being too sober could stale it out or not make it as creative or as weird, because that's kind of what I ride on, is having stuff hidden in stuff on top of things, you know. If I don't have that, I don't know, not like that, but you know. Like I feel like the layers of art on top of each other and the weirdness and stuff is created just by being, you know, like completely high and just letting my imagination do what it does. Not to say it wouldn't happen sober, I just have never really put the effort into it. My name is Touche, and I'm living the dope life.